Hi guys, back again with me Austin from ABBA Avoid Heart. Today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite action figure line, just based on Acid Rain. You know that I've been covering Acid Rain for a while, but they also have this smaller line called B2Five, which is done by a different company. The regular 118 line is being done by Toy Alliance now, I believe. Now I'm not sure how this guy relates to Orito, how this guy relates to Kid Law. I just know that I like the scale. I like that they've made a lot of vehicles. But hey, let's just focus on this 3-pack. Okay, I've shared before one of the 3-pack which includes what's his name again? Jack. Okay, from the box teams. Okay, right. They are doing it smart. They don't release the member of box team into one package, but instead they combine the characters with other squads or soldier like this. So okay, today we're having Steel. Okay, Steel is also one of the member of the box team. All right. This is B2Five, Acid Rain, Beaver, Agurst military. Okay, so still the same faction. K6 Jungle Soldier. Okay, this is a 1/28th. It says here. Scale military infantry unit, full articulation, imposable, bug team steel. So that's steel, jungle. That's why they have green color here. And then BW1 02, that's the code, okay, to identify each releases. That's cool. Let's take a quick look at the packaging. Okay, we see the weapons that they have. Okay, product shots. Here we have all the accessories that included in this pack. I'm not sure if you can see, but don't worry, we'll come to it one by one. Okay. Okay, behind here, this is not a toy. Okay, awesome. Right, and then all the websites and emails, if you need to contact them, made in China. All right. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's take a closer look at this figure set, shall we? Here's one of the what they call it, the Jungle Trooper, K6 Jungle Trooper that we have. I'm going to focus to zoom in for more details, but I just want to point out several things. Maybe let's just measure it first. This line is supposed to be sort of a 1.75 inch line, and if you measure the figures to the top of the helmet, it actually stands a little bit more than a 2.5 inch. Is probably around 2.6 inch, right? Or around above 6.5 centimeters, right? So I think most of these figures stands similar. Maybe I just bring the box trooper. So pretty much similar body mold. If you want to see comparisons, nothing here is a comparison. Okay, I purposely take this out also so that you know what's going on the hip area here, whereas this part is covered. Okay, right. Okay, so we do have two here. Is pretty much the same figure. So I'll just focus on one, but there are things that I want to point out first. When I first look at the package, I thought the green color will be too much and it will look like a toy, kid's toy. But when you hold it like this on your hand, I realized that it's actually not that bad. The paint on the the I'm not sure, the outer wear here on the skirt piece here is green, is quite bright, but for the most part it's actually not that bright. It's actually colored in a way that pretty much fits your acid rain universe, and probably that's how to describe it. Okay, and then I realized that also, as usual, the what do you call this, the fast and then the skirt piece is kind of a separate piece, which probably you can remove. When I zoom in later on, I'll show you there's a small peg there which connects, but it seems that on this figure line is actually glued. Then I'm not going to bother to trying to open it up. Okay, there's another interesting point is that this softer plastic, when I open it up, it's been a while in the packaging. I haven't opened it up. It's a bit oily. Okay, so I kind of wipe it off a little bit. It's probably not a good sign, if you know what I mean with the history of acid rain figures on the market. These are still cool figures. Okay, nothing against it. But I thought they will use different material. Hopefully, they will use different material because at least the body part seems is sturdier. Okay, but this part and this part, which as you can see, wiggle, you can take it apart, may actually crumble in the future. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, and I mean, personally, I don't want that to happen. Okay, but probably. So maybe in a few years, this line is still quite new, but maybe in 3-4 years later, if I'm still around, I can share with you what's gonna happen. But I checked, it's because of the material, or I'm not sure, it's something on the material that being used. I'm not an expert, but the only way is to first you gotta have more air. They say more airflow to your figure. That means you just have to open it up and display it. Okay, and then and then no direct sunlight. Okay, that's what they mentioned on the web. Okay, if you happen to came across to this kind of material, and fingers crossed it will remain. All right. So what else? Okay. Now at first glance you might thought that there's a 6, means that they are part of the K6 unit. Probably that's what it means. Okay. Again, I'm gonna focus on more details. Okay. I just want to point out also, because before we focus on him, I thought these two are identical. Yes, these two are pretty much identical, but if you look more closely, then you'll notice there's a bit of difference on the skirt piece here and here. This one is leaning more toward the left, as you can see. I hope it's visible. And this one is leaning more to his right, as you can see there. Okay, is that intentional? I don't know. Okay, I don't know, but that's what I find here in my figures. Okay, is that important? Not really, but yeah, that's just want to point out that point on my figures. Right, so let's focus. I'll just focus on one of the guys here. So okay, let's focus. So here's the K9 Jungle Trooper, part of the B2Five 3-pack set with steel. Okay, the helmet is basic acid rain. Okay, and, with the gas mask you have this red lining here, green, the number 6, which is cool. I like that 6, very acid rain. As I mentioned, the fast part here is removable. This seems to be removable if you want to, but I'm not going to do that here. This part of the skirt piece is also seems to be removable here. I think you can pop off the body and you can take it out. Okay, I like that the color on this dark green is different than this. I like this color. I wish they would put here this color, this green color, but hey, right? Okay, nothing much really. There's two small pockets here which is painted green. I wish they would paint it a bit more. And then here is the peg attached to the peg holes, okay, which I mentioned, but I've tried to take it out, but don't want to break it, so yeah, not really important. You can actually take it out probably. It seems to be glued on to me. And then if you have watched my previous videos, then you know that on the body inside there's a hole, peg holes there, okay. May not be very visible. Here is also there's a peg hole inside, okay. More pockets. I wish that they would paint the back pockets with also this kind of dark gray, but instead they keep it green, which is a shame. But hey, okay. Is there anything else that I can? Okay, if you're wondering what's inside the skirt piece looks like, let me just take. Okay, this is from the Bactim Trooper. I think they're using the same body mold, so this is how it looks like, okay, with all the articulation. Okay, I think it's the same body mold. All right, yep. So that's pretty much with K6 Jungle Trooper. If you are curious, this is the other one. It's pretty much similar. There's pocket here as well on the left. Okay, right. Okay, now let's go on to the articulation. The head is on a ball joint, so you can kind of move up that much, move down that much. I think he also have that kind of neck joint, which we can probably find. Let me check. Maybe check is that? Yes, there's a neck joint. If you see the color there, the green color inside, which is part of the main body. Is it? Hey, it doesn't really move. Okay, anyway, probably not. Sorry about that. You can tilt it around. Okay, you can tilt it to the side, tilt it to the side. Okay, not bad, even without the neck. Let me check. Oh no, there is no neck joint. I'm sorry, guys. Misinformation. All right. Now on the wrist here. Okay, you have joints on the normal rotation here, and then you have this gap which allows you to move up. Okay, and then there's actually joint here. Let me try. Yes, I don't know if you can see that, but actually only this part move on the wrist. Okay. On the arm here, just look at this part. I'm trying to hold this one. Okay, it's a full rotation supposedly, or not. But you know it moves. We have elbow bend here. Okay, and then of course okay, now I see. Okay, we don't have rotation, but rotation is up here. Okay, so only elbow bend, and then we have wrist rotation, full rotation. All right. Now I'm not sure whether I mentioned this on my previous video, but here I find a hinge, so you can move the body. Let me move my stuff, it's making too much noise. Okay, you can move down, bend down that much, bend up that much using that joint. It's cool, right? Despite being so small. And then you can have belly rotation here. All right, so again, down there we see the big ball joint, and then you have rotation here. Let me see whether I can pull them off, but here is not bad already. Although the skirt piece is there, you can still get a decent split. a decent front kick, even a decent back kick. So you can utilize the ball joint to your need. Okay, not bad. Then let me try to do the twist on the hip. Okay, it's a bit difficult because of the skirt piece, but you know it actually moves, right? Okay, this way is easier. Okay, it moves. And then you have knee bend. It's actually more than 90, so that's cool, right? And then what do we have? We do have a ball joint on the ankle. Oh, by the way, there's a bit of details on the shoes there, which is cool, and there's back holes down there. You can utilize the ankle ball joint to be ankle pivot, and of course rotation, up and down, side to side, you know, a ball joint motion. All right, so that's all the articulation on this K6 Jungle Trooper. Okay, before I move on to accessories, let's check on steel first, shall we? And here's Steel. He is part of the Box Team Trooper, and they have their own specialty. I think Steel is kind of the artillery guy. One of the trademark is his bazooka, which we'll look upon later. Okay. I like also the fact that even in this B2Five line, they pay special attention to this Box Team Trooper, and you know that it seems that they add a little bit of touch here and there. Well, that's probably just what I feel. I'm probably wrong, but that's my impression. A bit dirty here and there, which is okay. I like that. It's supposed to be like that. This line is supposed to be a heavy weathered line. Okay. You know, Steel, when you look at his helmet, there's a S word means steel. Okay. And then I like the vest is pretty much resemblance of the 1/18 scale figure as well. The character is spot on. Okay. Again, the vest here seems to be removable. Let me check if there is peg holes. Yes, you can see there's a peg and peg holes here, but I'm not going to try to take it off. Okay, it's pointless. And the belt also seems to be removable. If you can pop off the joints somewhere, or maybe you take out these legs, you can probably take it out. I'm not going to do that. It still seems to be using the same soft plastic material with the vest on the Jungle Trooper as well, but hopefully it will last. Okay, but again, the body feels sturdy, and I like that. Hopefully it will remain, it will last. Okay, I like the dirty paint which can be seen. Of course, seems his body is mostly on black, so not much. You see pockets here, but I do like the details on the gloves. Right, there's this subtle yellowish coloring here and there, black pockets. Okay, this hood part is on the 18 scale. 1/18 scale is removable. It's a separate part, but here they put it on the same piece with the vest. But one thing that really is weird to me, not weird, but I think you know that behind this body they're supposed to have a peg holes, right? Peg holes. So if you notice, yes, they do make the holes on the vest here, but look at the location is very low down there, whereas the actual location of the peg holes on the body is probably on top here. So you know that you cannot see the peg holes on the body, but it is there. Okay, so you see the hoodie here. attached, so you cannot see the peg holes on the body. Down there's peg holes as well, details on the shoes. So I think pretty much the basic body is the same, but the fares and then the colors is different, and of course the letter S up there. Before we go to the articulation, I just want to do a quick measurement. Well, they're all using the same body mold, so probably similar. Yeah, I think so. More than 2.5 inch. Okay, right. Another thing I just want to point out also, the gas mask on steel and the gas mask on this one on the K6 Jungle is different. This one reminds me of the Agurst infantry, whereas this mask is the similar style with the box trooper here. Okay, of course we'll compare with another box team character later on. Okay, let's go to the articulation. The head is on a ball joint, no neck joint, so you can look down that much, look up. Let me see. It seems hindered. Okay, look up that much. Side to side, all ball joints motion, full rotation. Then we have on top here. Okay, hinge. You can move it up. You can move to the back. Of course, the K6 Jungle Trooper is the same. Okay, for rotation. You do have, alright, you do have rotation, okay, here on the wrist, and then you have elbow band. It's pretty much the same body mold, so articulation wise will be similar, the same even, but the only differences is normally on the fares and all the accessories. We have, okay, as you can see, the joint there is visible. You can bend up that much, bend down that much. Okay, we have rotation on the belly there. Then on the legs you have a split like this. Front kick. Of course, the movement is easier because the fast is kind of minimum. Back kick that much. Right, so you do have ball joint motion there. Okay, so you can manipulate according to your needs. Let me try to move. Okay, I can do it. As you can see, this piece stay, but the whole leg actually turn around. Then the knee bend. Okay, that much. And then the, what do you call this? The ankle, yeah, turn around. Did I do the elbow bend? Elbow bend that much. Wrist rotation. Okay, in case I forgot that I missed it. Alright, so that's with the articulation on steel. Okay. Right, we'll go on to the accessories next. Let's start with the generic one. This is the rifle. Is it a rifle or submarine gun? I'm not. Submachine. Submachine gun. Let's just call it a rifle. With the scope, if you know acid rain, then you'll probably have seen a lot of this in different size. Okay. I like the fact that they still maintain the look, even the mold. Okay, it's not rubbery, it's sturdy. And I actually have made a pose, trying to make a pose with one of the K6 Jungle here. So you can actually do a decent sniping position. The only drawback is the way the wrist is molded, so you cannot really grip on two hands, but you can somewhat make it look like it. Okay, like this, and then if you do a certain angle, you can get a decent shooting position, right? So it's actually not bad, isn't it? Sniping position is not easy even for 1/8 scale figure, so it's cool, right? So we do have two of this submachine gun, and then we also have this this Gatling gun as courtesy of the Agurst infantry. They usually have three, right? The Gatling, the submachine gun, and then this Gatling. You know that it can be turned because it's actually removable like this, right? And again, nice detail as always, superb. Okay. I think you've seen this as well. And I also have positioned one of the K6 jungle trooper to pose with it. Okay. Easy peasy, and they actually stand with it, so that's the cool part. You can take good photos with this. Okay, so two of these Gatlings, and then we also have, let me see, where is it, this small pistol. Okay, this is what normally they also give to the Agurst infantry. Again, small, sturdy, nice detail, not rubbery. Okay, all right. Let me see. Let's just try it on steel here. All right, very easy, very. All the accessories are working well, and because of the way the Lego style gripping here, it makes the gripping of the accessories really nice and tight. Okay, so no dropping so far, right? So these are the three, what I call the generic accessories. By the way, we are giving two of this pistol. Where's the other one? So we have two, this as well. So this belongs to the jungle infantry, I presume, but of course you can use it on any other acid rain figure B2Five if you want to, right? Now let's move on to the accessories, to the weapons that is steel. This only for steel. Let me check. Okay, first is we have this. This is not a weapon, but it's more like a. You do have this also with the 1/8 scale. It's kind of a canister or a bag which you can hold his cannon. Okay, you see the holes there. All right, so we are being given three pieces of this cannon. Okay, cannon ammo. What would I call it? The rocket. Okay, it's small and is molded on this side in such a way. Okay, so if you look, you can simply plug it inside here. Okay. It will fit nicely. I wish they will paint it better, put more paint job on the cannon, because I believe on the bigger scale this was painted kind of orangish something. But here it's just all black, fortunately. All right. Okay. Now you may ask me, it actually holds. And question is, will it be easy to? Let me move my lighting a little bit. Will it be hard to take it out? Actually no, that's why there's the hole here. You can just stick something into it, and then you can pop off the rocket inside, and still can grab this nicely, right? Of course, in the bigger scale, there's some sort of pack which he can use to plug it on the back. Not on this one though, but yeah, it's there. Oops. All right, and then that's trademark for steel. Of course, we need to have the bazooka, okay, or rocket launcher, okay, whichever you want to call it. Okay, it's like this. Okay, the hole is molded in such a way, right? And there's one extra rocket. We'll put it inside here later on. Now I just want to point out something, right? If you know the bigger scale version, there's this piece also, which kind of it's actually a pack here. You might wonder what this is for. This, on the bigger scale, you use this pack to actually plug on the back of the figure, right? So it will be holding. He will be carrying it on his back like that. Okay. But again, on this line, on this smaller scale line, first the problem is on steel, who is supposedly the one carrying on the back. The peg holes is not in line, as I mentioned earlier. The peg hole is not in line with the way the hole on the face is being made. Okay, and even then, I actually tried to put it, plug it on this figure, on the Jungle Trooper, and I did not succeed. Okay, I managed to, because of the flexibility of this soft plastic on the face. Yes, I managed to, but when I tried to plug it inside the let's try on the figure. Nah, it was almost impossible. Almost. It's probably doable, but it's very hard. I don't think it fits. Okay. Oh, it's actually fit, but I don't want to risk it. Yeah, you can actually do it, but not really. Not really. You cannot really do it. Okay. My point is, no. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. I mean, and that's Jack. Okay, he's not supposed to be the one carrying that. It's supposed to be steel, but then with the way the face is made, okay, don't bother to put it behind. Okay, but what you can do is, I think the most important is to make him into a shooting position. Is what is more important. Okay, so you can probably use it kind of a rangefinder or something like that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so you can use this part. You can rest the left palm and can get somewhat with a bit of adjustment. Not perfect, but okay, not a bad rocket launcher shooting position, isn't it? So you can rest the rocket launcher on his shoulder, and then he can somewhat grab it with both arms. So it's actually not too bad. Okay. Not really gripping, he just somewhat rests his left palm there to make the illusion. Okay. But you know what I mean, right? Okay. So it's like he's shooting the rocket launcher. And of course, we can put the missing piece here. Okay. And it actually holds, by the way. Right. So that's the rocket launcher. Okay, and shooting position. Okay. It's not bad. It's again is still signature weapon. Right. Not bad. Alright, so here it is, guys. Oops, this the 3-pack Jungle Trooper with K6 Jungle Trooper with Buckstem Steel. Okay. By the way, one of the cool thing with this figure is that they are easily poseable and they can stand. Okay, as you can see here, you can make good poses. It doesn't take that much time to pose this figure in such a way, and they can actually stand. Okay, they can hold the pose, and that's cool. That's really cool. Despite holding this big of a gun, and maybe just quick comparison. This is compared to Han Solo mission fleet. Probably one day Hasbro can do this small scale of a figure. That would be cool with Star Wars characters, or I don't know, Marvel or G.I. Joes. That would be awesome. Again, I do like this line of action figure. Okay, especially Acid Rain, and again, I wish, probably, I really hope that the material on the fast will hold. So far, my B2Five, I had no problems. A bit of problems on the 1/18 scale. Started to get problem with it, but overall this line is still new. I would say 2 or 3 years, 2 years probably, but hopefully it will hold. I like the fact that we are being given more accessories, and yeah, there are a lot of vehicles from this line that I have yet to share. Probably in the next possible futures, I'll be sharing all of them to you guys. And more Buckstem, by the way. Only 2 out of 5 now I have shared, but I'll try to do all of them, even Bob and yeah, the other ones. Okay, what else? If I can put any gripe, is I wish the bazooka can be carried on his back, just like the 1/18 scale, where the pack is already the pack is already ready, it's already provided. Unfortunately, the hole cannot fit, accommodate. I don't want to force. As long as it works in this position, I think it's good enough. Right, so thanks guys for watching until the end. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. And you can always catch me on Instagram. Right. See ya.